Greetings, everybody. Yoldy Dash here, and we're back with another Godforge video. This time it's summons and summons rate. What is the upset about this? This I don't get. Let's have a look and see what we can get. Summon rates. Okay, let's start with the mortal stones. Mortals, the fact that you can get an epic or a legendary from a mortal stones. If you're a free-to-play player, and I am definitely going to be doing a free-to-play account, I'll run two accounts, one main, one free-to-play. But the fact that I can get excited about opening a mortal stone, basic stone, even if the teeny weeny chance, there is a chance of a legendary, and how absolutely amazing would it be to get a legendary? I know it's a tiny amount, but it doesn't matter. It's there. All right. The summoning rates look okay. I mean, it's only just under a 1% chance of a rare, but you've got a pity system where you will get a rare in 80 summons. Well, these are the stones that we get our food from. All right. This is where the stuff to level up the other characters is going to come from, majority of it. So most of the time we'll be getting common and uncommons, and we're going to be feeding them in to our good champions. But I think the fact that we're getting a chance at an epic and a chance at a legendary is absolutely mind breaking. I mean, finally, they are not just, oh, look, here's my food stones. These are, there's an opportunity here. I could get one. I think that's brilliant. I think that is an absolutely brilliant way to go. Ancestral stones and eternal stones have the same chances, and actually they're pretty reasonable. If you take a light comparison, so let's take Raid Shadow Legends for instance, it's exactly the same chance of getting a legendary. Okay, it's a higher chance of getting an epic than you get in Raid, and you're getting a rare minimum. On top of which, you have the pity system, which guarantees it's not just an increased chance; it guarantees you getting an epic in 20 stones or a legendary in 200 stones, and that's not that bad. All right, that basically enforces the average. All right, I mean, if you look at the average, how many stones do you have to pull to get a legendary? 200, because 0.5%, you should get one in 200, so you are getting one in 200. Seems perfectly reasonable to me. Flawless, it's exactly the same as you get in another system. All right, 94% chance of an epic and a 6% chance of a legendary. And every 20 summons, you're going to get a legendary. Guaranteed. I, I don't see if there's any upset about the rates. I really don't. And if you think, oh, but I need my legendaries, you're getting a legendary. Godforge Quest is giving you pretty much a legendary, unless you are incredibly unlucky. All right. Even on my free to play account, where minimal summons, I've got a legendary. Summon, I've still got some summons to do. So, all in all good. And there's another system on top of this, which is absolutely huge. And that is the ecosystem. So each time we open a shard of any type, I believe it's any type, but that may change, you get a fragment, maybe a tiny amount. All right. But once you've got 500 of these, and that may change, they may change their rates, they may change how often you get an echo fragment, I don't know. But you can summon a duplicate of a legendary you already own. Free legendaries. Alright? Even on a free to play account, that means I can awaken the legendary I got even if it's just a legendary I got from Godforge quests, and that's absolutely fine. And they do become very powerful when you awaken them. So this is brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Quite frankly, all in all, I think the system looks really solid. Okay, I think our summoning rates are solid. I think there's nothing wrong with them. I don't want every legendary straight away. That ruins the game. It also means I don't get to learn my legendaries and what they can do and how they're going to affect the account straight away or as I go. I don't want everything all at the same time. Plus, you've not got the resources. If you've summoned all the legendaries straight away, you're stuck with a load of level 1 legendaries. You don't have the resources to level those up. You don't have the resources to awaken them. You don't have the resources to book them out. So, yeah, stop your whining. Really, stop the whining and go. Sounds good to me. All right. Blimey. Trouble we've got is a community that's had things like Raid where you start a new account and you are hand-fed legendary after legendary. All right. You can, within a day, have 4 legendaries. That is just the way it is. That's just it makes the game pointless. But it's become over bloated with legendaries, so they've got to do something, I suppose, to keep you going and keep you interested. All in all, I'm looking forward to the excitement of opening my mortal stones in the hope that I'm not a lucky man. I have 0 luck in other systems. I do not have the luck. All right, and that makes that is just where it's going to be. But it doesn't mean I don't go. Oh, come on! Yeah, opening 100 mortals and going. There's a chance somewhere in here. I might get something good. And remember, epics are good. Right? Rares are good. Most of our stuff is going to be epics and rares. Right? And there'll be some, if I remember rightly, depends on how they're doing it, but if it goes anywhere near the alpha and that look at that, the caverns, there are going to be times when we're going to need to use all of the different types. We're going to need those greys. We're going to need those greens. We're going to need those blues to meet the requirement to get the challenge. So I give you the stones. Use them wisely. Anyway, that's been me. I hope you've enjoyed. If you've liked this, do hit us like and subscribe down below. And we'll see you next time. Till then, try not to behave too well.